Fiery, a lot of tension.
They're so fiery. They're so, they're intense.
All they had to do was carry the game plan out, and they did. As much as we followed the game plan, which is exactly what I said on Tuesday, they went away from whatever.
We were down. We lost those two third and fourth game, but we came back, brought it back, and won that fifth one.
It's like the top goal of our whole season. So I don't know, coming out and taking this is huge. It just made our season.
Freedom Patriots hosted the Eastern Red Rovers. Last year, the Patriots had quite the season, finishing 18-0, winning their division, and then going on to claim both the League and District 11 championship. After graduating a number of their key players, will they be able to defend their titles? Kristen Mayer has the highlights from last night's season opener.
In the first match of the year, the reigning District 11 champs, the Freedom Patriots, host the Rovers as both teams get their seasons underway. Freedom breaks away and gets the job done as they win game number 3, 25-21, winning their first match of the year, 3-0.
Zerif hosted Parkland to open up the LVC volleyball season, picking it up in the first game where Parkland's Elliot Opplinger looked good from behind the service line early. Zerif, meanwhile, was trying to stay in it, led by Ferris Sue on the outside. Charlie Heikes even got involved on the second ball attack. Ryan Gall would end it, score 25-19 to end the match.
Always it's nice to start off with a good win. You never know how Deerfield is going to play. They're so fiery.
How important can the second match of the LVC regular season in boys volleyball be? Well, Northampton Division heavyweights Freedom and Bethlehem Catholic took the courts last night with early season league supremacy perhaps at stake. Golden Hawk head coach Mike Ziles said after last night's 5-game classic, this was a must-win for us, even though it's only the second match of the season. I think that speaks for itself.
Bethlehem Catholic came out in Game 1 and announced their presence of authority. After racing out to a 9-1 lead, the Golden Hawks held on in convincing fashion, winning Game 1 25-16. The Patriots raced out to a 9-2 lead in Game 3, thanks largely to some tremendous defense. How about the dig here by Pete Raskovic? Take a look at the block by Chris Reese. Zerminio with an absolute rocket after another perfect set by Dave Watsula. Then Zerminio, the senior, one of 7 on the Becca team, fittingly ended it with an ace.
I don't think we've ever beaten them. I mean, if we have, it hasn't been since I've been here. So it was a real big win for us.
Second week, a must-win. They're pretty serious about that.
It's amazing when you say a must-win in the second week. I mean, Doug mentioned it a couple times in the intro. Parkland and Emmaus headed into their matchup yesterday, both undefeated in league play. And while it's still early in this season, both teams look to get an edge on one another, knowing a win would mean sole possession of first place in the Lehigh division of the Lehigh Valley Conference. Emmaus would get a couple of kills by Brian Knox. They take game number 1, 25-20, Knox with the monster kill. The match tied at 2 games apiece, so we go to decisive game 5 where Parkland gets out early, the kill by Ryan Zimmerman. But in the end, Emmaus, they come out on top. Sophomore Andrew Pyle gets the game-winning point. The Green Hornets win game number 5, 15-13.
Full team effort, man. Full team effort. We were down. We lost those two third and fourth game, but we came back, brought it back, and won that fifth one.
After beating Freedom on March 29th, the Bethlehem Catholic volleyball team went into the Easter break looking like perhaps the team to beat in the LVC. Enter Liberty, the Hurricanes, who lost to Beck at the Eastern Invitational, still had something to say heading into last Thursday's matchup with the Golden Hawks.
To beat Liberty this season, teams will have to contain a tremendous amount of talent and power. The Hurricanes used this balance to open up a lead and never look back. Edwin Nestal, outside hitter Mark Detch, Ali Nabavian, and Negrone all showed how tough they will be to beat this season, taking control of Game 2 with a stretch of 7 straight points, jumping out to a 14-5 lead. They would eventually even the match at 1 apiece with a convincing 25-15 win. It was that balance and power that helped Liberty close out the match. A 25-23 win in Game 3, followed up by a 25-21 victory in the 4th, kept Liberty undefeated in the league and showed that they have established themselves as the early season LVC favorite.
It's probably our first match of the season what's the greatest. We feel very comfortable playing every Freedom now because Freedom was defeated by Becca. I think we had a little heart-to-heart in the locker room today, and we've been talking about this one and looking forward to this one for a couple of weeks now. And I just can't say enough about my player.
Hurricanes came into last night's game undefeated in league play, but could last year's district champs, the Freedom Patriots, give the Hurricanes their first loss of the season.
Both teams fight hard for this win as the lead goes back and forth past 25 points. Freedom holds on to score 2 in a row, winning game number 2, 31-29. In game number 4, it's neck and neck as Freedom fights to prevent a 5th game and Liberty battles to stay alive. At 14-14, the Patriots start to break away and open up their lead as they go on to claim the 25-19 victory and the 3-1 win over Liberty.
And we had a game plan that we set yesterday, and we just executed the game plan.
All they had to do was carry the game plan out, and they did.